Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Now today we will talk on the topic of hijab. Now the reason this is important is because people have negative perceptions about hijab. Generally about women in Islam, but about hijab. And the negative perceptions that they may have, they may think that women are oppressed when they wear it. They don't have identity, they don't have personality. They may think that women, they don't have a choice. And they have this negative connotation when it comes to the concept of hijab. So let's see what kind of packaging that we can do to our answer. So it can be impactful and they can ultimately get connected with the ultimate guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the Quran, inshallah. So first and foremost, we mentioned to the non-Muslims is that hijab is a dress code. You know, when we go out to any school, there is a dress code. When we go out to any work, there is a dress code. When we go to a restaurant, there is a dress code. Even in any place, any public place, there is a dress code of decency. So we can say hijab is a dress code that our Creator has given to us. So humanity can be chaste, humanity can be harmonious, and humanity can be at peace with God and with each other. So then we can mention secondly, that it is a commandment. It is a commandment, this dress code is a commandment that is mentioned two places. Surah Hjiab, ayah number 59 and Surah Nur, ayah number 31. The third important thing, the point that we can mention is, hijab is a state of mind. It is not just what we wear, by the way. Hijab is not just what we wear. Hijab also has to do with the proper modesty of how do we interact with the person of opposite gender. Hijab of the tongue. Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, say something good or remain silent. The hijab of the ears, what we should hear and what we should not hear. Hijab of the eyes, what we should look at and what we should not look at. So hijab is a holistic concept. So it is a hijab, it's a state of mind. So that's number 3, right? It's a state of mind. Number 4th point is, hijab is equally applicable for both males and females. The extent of what is covered in the body is different for males compared to females, but the rest of the concept of hijab is exactly the same. That means as a man, I cannot wear transparent clothes, I cannot wear tight clothes, I cannot wear clothes of the opposite gender, I cannot wear clothes that symbolizes a person of a different faith. I cannot wear clothes which are extravagant, that itself is wasting of money and attracting of attention. So hijab is for both males and females. Means the concept of modesty is for both males and females. Now point number 5 is also important. Many a times people have the perception that hijab is forced upon the ladies, husbands or the fathers or the sons. It's important that when a lady is wearing the hijab, she is wearing it of her own choice. She wants to please the Creator, not because someone is forcing her. People can be encouraging. You know, me as a dad, I may encourage my daughter. You know, why don't you wear it? This is good for you, good for society. Ultimately, you would be pleasing the Creator. So hijab, it's not forced. Not forced, but by choice. That a lady, a sister, a girl, she's wearing it of her own choice. She wants to please the Creator. The next point is also quite important, by the way. You know, people may think that the concept of modesty is only for in Islam. They don't believe that the concept of modesty exists anywhere else. In fact, in the USA, out of the 50 states, every single state and every single city, anywhere in the whole world, they all have a code of conduct, a code of dress, a code of decency. Every country, by the way. I mean, in the USA, there are 9 states in the USA in which if a lady goes topless in the public, she would be arrested, she would be fined. It's a felony. So, number 6 point is decency, the concept of decency in every country. So not just in every country, by the way, this concept of decency is also there for the Jewish ladies, especially when they are married, they are supposed to cover themselves. And the Christian ladies, in fact, the Bible, the New Testament says in the 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse number 5 and 6, that a lady, especially when she goes to the church, she is supposed to properly cover her hair. So yes, it is also in other faiths. But it's really important for us. You know, many a times when Mary, the mother of Jesus, peace be upon them, when she is depicted as wearing what? The hijab, the dress of modesty. You know, even Mother Teresa, by the way, even the Catholic nuns, they wear the hijab, the clothes of modesty. But you know, sometimes people may think that, so this is point number 8. So people may think that, you know, hijab takes away the expression, it takes away the personality, it kind of suppresses the talents of a lady. But that's not the case, by the way. You know, one of the wives of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, you know, she became the scholar. Even the men, the companions of Muhammad, peace be upon him, the male companions, they used to come and they used to study under her. So she was the prominent scholar of her time, 1400 years ago, and she used to properly cover herself. You know, the oldest continuous university in the face of this earth, according to UNESCO and according to the Guinness Book of World Records, it was built by a Muslim lady wearing the hijab. And you may know the name, her name is Fatima Al-Fahri. And she constructed this campus, which is called as the University of Qarawiyyin in 859 in the country of Morocco, in the city of Fez. Way before Oxford and Harvard and Penn State and Cambridge, it was a Muslim lady wearing the hijab. She was the pioneer of the university, the oldest continuous university. You know, Ibtihaj Muhammad wearing the hijab, she won 2014 World Championship of Fencing. And you can give many such examples, by the way. So hijab actually does not impede, it's not a hurdle, it is actually an enhancer of the expression, the talents, the personality and impact a lady can have. And the reason is this, by the way, so it enhances the talents of a lady wearing the hijab, right? So number 9 can be, because we don't want our ladies to be objectified. We don't want our ladies to be seen as, you know, objects. We want our sisters, our mothers, our wives to be taken as equally human in the eyes of God. They should be taken and they should be appreciated for their spirituality, for their personality, for their talents. All of these are appreciated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should take our sisters, our mothers, our daughters as equal to man in the eyes of the Creator. Different responsibility, but equal reward in the eyes of the Creator. And then we summarize the whole thing, then we say that inshallah, if the society adopts this concept, then inshallah the society would be chaste, the society would be harmonious, and the society is going to be the best of all the societies, inshallah. And that is the concept of hijab in Islam.